Today we're making a tier list of Minecraft's oldest servers, and I will be rating them based on my own personal experience with each individual server. So let's start with the most elderly server on this list here, Nerd.nu. It is quite possibly the oldest Minecraft server to ever exist. It gets an S in age, but the map actually has been reset. It has been reset according to, I think, Wikipedia 26 times, which makes it kind of cringe, bro. You have the option between creative and survival, and that's it. I made a video talking about how uninterested I found the, server, so and people got mad at me for that. You get an E. You could have gotten D if you were nice to me in the comments of that YouTube video, but I'm gonna be petty. I'm holding a grudge. We're moving on. Next one, Shirecraft. Ah, yes, it is an unreset server from 2010. Very small community, and I honestly, I joined it. It has some amazing builds. Just because it's like creative based, I just don't see myself personally playing on there very often much. Just it's a good tour. It's a good 1-2 hour like walk around, but for me to consistently play personally, not my cup of tea. Crazy Fools. .co.uk. Now this server is very similar to Nerd.nu, and then on top of that, map reset. The map is not as reset as often as Nerd.nu. The map has been, I think the current map's been up for over a year now. Also, they have a nice plugin that auto cuts down trees when you break the first block of them, and I like that. I did end up playing this one the longest out of all the map reset servers, so I'll give them a Mc.my-cra.page. And it is a Japanese Minecraft server with a map from 2011. I was online on the same map until 2015 when it shut down, and only recently came back, I believe, in 2021. The builds on there are like really impressive, and a lot of them are like got lots of pixel art and stuff. It's all survival too, so no cheating. So I'm going to put this in B tier, just because I'm going to knock it down from an A. Where I would put it, because it's just not got the map size or the history as all other servers. Minecraft Online. I spent a lot of time thinking about Minecraft Online. It is like survival, and the map is unreset since 2010. The documentation is really well done. If the server performance was good, or even just normal server level performance, I think this would be an S tier. And so I'm putting it down to C level. And it's too laggy, and there's you don't get a lot of communication from the people involved in actually running things, especially the guy who owns the computer that the server is hosted on. He joins the server once a year. 2b2t.org is the best Minecraft server. This server itself kickstarted my interest in old Minecraft servers, and for that I am forever grateful, I suppose. I will put 2B as S tier. It might not be the oldest server, but it has the largest map of any of these servers, 8 terabytes or something. The owner is competent at his job. He keeps the server running, and they're going to be maybe updating to 1.18 soon, even though they've been stuck on 1.12. The only thing that would dock points in this server is the community around it, which is incredibly toxic. It's the most toxic out of any of them. Quattro.net. This server is very similar to the Shirecraft. I would put it in the same category, A tier. From 2010, so the same year as Shirecraft, it's smaller in size. The builds are not as impressive, but it has a far better documentation. Villerman.com. I'm gonna put in F tier. It's an old creative server from 2011, but you can't play on the 2011 map. It's basically viewer only, which is fine, but not my thing. F tier, but no hate. How about that? Smilet.folda.dk. That is a survival server from Denmark with an unreset map from 2011. It's got a lot of builds. You can check them all out. It is a little weird how it's set up. Also, it being foreign is a little bit the language barrier is a little hard to get into for new people. They've split their worlds into 3. You have the first one, which is the oldest with all the old chunks and from the beta versions, and then you have 2 newer ones with newer worlds on them. I'm putting this in B tier. Novulen. This is a server I look upon very fondly. I might be a little biased given that I'm the person who dropped the news that this server existed, and it's kickstarted any amount of relevance my YouTube channel has had. So my opinion of this is very biased and very positive. When I discovered the server, I thought it was awesome. I have to say, compared to Minecraft Online, this server runs amazing. It is got an unreset map with older chunks than Minecraft Online, but it's run for the same amount of time. multiplayer, but the single player world is, was from previous versions, that is, so it's older. The community's nice, everyone's nice, and then the owner's a really cool guy. While it is still not like the genre of Minecraft server I enjoy playing, I like it. S tier for sure. Tregmine, Play.tregmine.online. This server has been, I think, online since 2010, but they have a 2011 world from the beta versions of Minecraft that is huge. The map of this server is 300 gigabytes large. A lot of generated world, and there's no world border on any of the maps. There's 2 worlds you can go to. One is the beta chunk, so one is a little newer, and they have warps to like all tons of things. It's been shut down a couple of times, but it's back online, and this is the link to it. The link to every server will be in the description. Definitely S tier. So I'd recommend checking that out if you want to play on a survival server with lots of builds and just an unlimited amount of stuff to look at. I've saved the best for last, definitely, is simpvp.net. Simpvp.net is a survival anarchy server. It's not an anarchy server in like the no rules, but the chaos element is all there. It is from the year 2011, has a lot of history and a very large map. I believe it's exceeding 300 gigabytes. Heavily underrated in my opinion. Should get more players, and I recommend checking it out. Out of all these servers, I've spent most of my time since 2017 maybe playing this server, so I've got a lot of hours on here. S tier. If you disagree with my rating, you will be able to find a link in the description of this to where you can adjust my little settings and change it to how you see fit. You can @ me on Twitter about it, about how I'm wrong. Link to my Twitter in the description of this as well. I live stream on Twitch now, twitch.tv/saplo. More videos to come, better than this one, so stay hyped for that.